it just kind of feels like with Dead by Daylight, the people that are like pulling the strings to make like big changes in the game, like boon totems, for example, are people that don't play their own game. And that was a problem for a long time, and continues to be a problem with Dead by Daylight, is a lot of the developers typically don't play their own game, and a lot also really don't understand what the regular player experience would be like, and what the real problems are. A lot of the DBD devs interpret the problems that people report to them from like an outsider's perspective and what they think implementing a certain mechanic a certain way is going to do, rather than actually like testing it and like really giving it proper thought of how it's going to affect their game. Like in various game design classes of mine, we would always be like playtesting our games over and over and over again, and getting like other people who are blind to the game to playtest our games over and over and over again, so we can use that feedback and, you know, use it to our advantage. But you know, it's kind of like someone's painting a picture, and they're wearing a blindfold and they don't quite see what they're painting, but they're letting other people give them advice, and it's like, oh, make the painting more vivid? More vivid? I can do that. Here's more vivid. You should make the sky bluer. Oh, the sky bluer? I can do that. Make the sky blue. It's good job down there, my boy. Ghosts pretending to be mummies. What a hoot. Let's send the clever little rascals to the vault, eh? We're sending them to jail. Thinking you can be a mummy for Halloween. A whole bunch of treasure and stuff. Dead by Daylight's a mess. Honestly. Ah, man. Big-headed boffin, the one who took the clock hands, could be a problem. Periscope went crazy when he appeared, so he must be very powerful. On the bright side, that power will allow me to track him down. While I scan the old clockworks, why don't you go check on the vault? I got some cheeky ghost trying to break free earlier. Well, I'm, What was with the continue prompt there? Why did it just... I don't even know. They want me to actually, like, stare at EGAD for a little while. Ancient ghost ran off with the clock hands we're looking for. Thankfully, a strong paranormal signature made it easy to find. Okay. Guess what, Luigi? Chicken butt. Periscope was able to find the boffin that took the clock hands. The signal is different from other ghosts. I suspect that we may be dealing with something ancient. Very exciting stuff. Capturing an ancient ghost would make for some groundbreaking research. Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Alright then, he seems to have settled in the Roundhouse. We're going to the Roundhouse, huh? Heck yeah. Very careful in there, Luigi. Ghosts tend to gain power over time, and this poltergeist seems to be positively primeval. I guess you could say he has a lot of time on his hands. Get it? Time on his hands? Because he has the clock hands? Well, you don't laugh at my jokes, time to die! Luigi's dead now. He's gone, so no more Ouija. No more Luigi's Mansion. Big sad. Such big saddening. Well, we're back at the place. Oh, we're even starting inside this time. Whoa. Okay, so the Roundhouse. So the Roundhouse. That's where we're going. Roundhouse, you say. I see a gem over there, but I don't really care too much. So I still can't really go across this, though, can I? Yeah. So then. What, really? If it goes and presses the button, that'd be pretty cool. So I'm getting a call. Yeah, I put up my hand like that, too, when I'm getting a phone call. Good job, Luigi. You made it to the Roundhouse. Often signals on the other side of the room. You'll need to find a way across that gap. If I were you, I'd shave off my mustache and try the lift in the warehouse. The lift in the warehouse? They want me to bring it around town like this way? Or go back in the place I started, maybe? I don't know. I see the thing there. Well, I'm grabbing it, I guess. Sure. Well, just shove that in my pocket. So, ravine passage. Oh, this is just the thing underneath, is all this is. So this is not the way. I don't believe. To the warehouse, huh? So probably the room that I started in? Most likely. I imagine. Bring it around this way. This away we go. You know, during a lot of streams, especially a lot of longer streams, I sometimes start like rambling and just like telling stories of like stuff going on. I don't know what stories I could potentially have this time. So, like, I know that this one has been going on for a little while without like any proper story and typically just a whole lot of reactions to stuff going on. Like, there's not really too much to share right now, I don't think. So, lift somewhere around here, huh? This doesn't benefit me in some way, does it? Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. Whew. I thought you were gonna explode me. What? Do I just like... Oh. Oh, okay. I guess there's like one story of something from semi-recently. So, when it comes to the fundraiser for the Stollery Children's Hospital down there, some may notice that the... What the heck are you? That the current top donor is supposedly, apparently for me, at 121. It's technically not. It's complicated. The story behind that, what's this? You're a golden doodoo? Please don't freeze my game. Please don't freeze my game. Please don't. Okay, come on. Is complicated. I should save state before it's too late. That's what I should do here, methinks. Alright, our first ghost of the level there. Alright, go ahead and save there. Save state, just in case it randomly freezes. So, there's was it last week? I believe. I was going out and about for, getting a few things. No, I was getting my winter tires changed, and, I'm pretty sure one of my freaking tires is different than the other three. And normally, like, I change my tires myself, but, you know, I don't like doing so alone. I usually like having someone there to lend a hand. So I asked the neighbors like I did last year, being like, hey, you want to work for free in exchange for some quality experience? Since, you know, it's a good skill to develop and have. Gonna wake you up or something? What's the time to wake you up? Is it just the gem? I don't even know. I'm just gonna go on through here. So I've changed my tires with them before, but this year apparently things were busy and they were like, nah, not this time around. So my options were either like change my car tires myself or just like take the lazy way out and get them changed somewhere. So I decided to take the lazy way out and get them changed somewhere. Let's see here. Yellow. There he is, Luigi. But you'll still need to reach the other side of the room to get down there. You can use the beams to get across. Use the circle pad to jump from beam to beam. Not afraid of heights, youngster. I promise the story does lead up to the 121 donation down there. I promise. I promise it leads up to that. So I decided to go change my tires myself, but with one of them apparently being different from the other three, where the place where my family would normally take them in if we're getting them changed in the shop would be Mr. Loop. But Mr. Loop has a policy where if, like, one of the tires is different from the others, like, if you don't have a matching pair for both sides, at least, then you're not allowed to change your tires. Like, apparently that's just, like, their policy. Because I remember I took my car in there once, and they changed, like, 3 of the tires, and then they realized that one was different, and they told me that it was their policy that they couldn't change it, so they had to, like, undo their work and take off the tires that they'd already put on and put the ones that needed to be replaced back on again, and it was freaking... It was a really dumb situation. So I pulled up to Mr. Lube asking, is that still a policy of yours? Is that the situation going on there? And the guy was like, yeah, it is. But, so if you want to get them changed somewhere else, then there's this one place down the road that, like, take a left there, take a right there. This one small place. They don't care what tires you have. They'll just change them. I was like, okay. So I went down to this place, and, so what's gonna prevent me from... Oh, that's what's gonna prevent me from getting the key, huh? Gotcha. So I took my tires to that place. And it was a pretty small, quaint place. It only had, like, the one bay. And so apparently I needed to, like, schedule an appointment. So I got there at, like, 12. And, I was able to book an appointment for, like, 2:30. So I had, you know, a couple hours to spare, essentially. Wow. So I was like, okay, I'll just, like, drive around and, like, run some errands and stuff in the meantime. So I went to a nearby place that had, like, a lot of shops and stuff. And I was like, okay, well, I'll see if there's anything there that I can pick up. That'd be good to pick up. I went to Spirit Halloween. I got my dad, like, a beer costume there because he's a big beer person. He was a head brewer for a long time. He even had his own contract brewing company for a little while. What the hell is going on? I don't like the look you're giving me. Whoa, there is a, whoa, that's because you're a, you're actually a dodo. Come on. There we go. Jeez, that's why it's turning. Okay. I got myself a new green wig for my Enharmonia cosplay is a thing of a slightly different shade of green and like being alternative and stuff. So there's that. I went down to Best Buy, browse around with some technology stuff, and I sent a text to my mom asking like, "Oh, is there anything that I should be on the lookout for at Best Buy? Like anything that we need?" And she said that my Oma apparently has been having like some phone troubles recently. So so she said to like look around for like a new phone for like a landline kind of thing. So I was looking around for that kind of thing, and I wound up picking one up. Was the case. A rather high-end kind of thingamabob, but all the freaking bells and whistles that would be needed, and a pack of 4 phones so that she could have like a lot of phones around the in different places of the house, so that she'd be like easy to contact and whatnot, which is especially good considering how worried we all have been for her recently, because it was only last month that my Oppa passed away. So she's still getting accustomed to life on her own, and the whole family's still like kind of recovering from that and whatnot. But so like it is a concern to like be able to reach her if she needs something or her family's worried about her and whatnot. So decided to pick up these phones. And what do I do about this situation here? Do I pull some more doodles out? Maybe? Oh, and this just lowers it. Okay, so yeah, got that, and it was gonna be like a split cost kind of gift with my mom, but even if it wasn't, it's something that I was more than willing to do as like a nice kind of thing. And so I finally got into the tire place later, and wait, how the heck do I do this though then? I can't get those from... Oh, wait a second. Wait, will this put this one down? It probably will, won't it? Right? So, I had my appointment at 2:30 for getting my car tires changed. And, I had a class at 3 p.m., which I could just do online. But this is a class that I really need to attend live. Because, let me save state here. Because there's a class participation thingamabob, where you need to, answer questions that the teacher asks on this, like, e-poll thingamabob that you need to do, like, right as it happens. And it's, like, your class participation mark, essentially. That's the case. So I'll switch this around to, like, there or something. So it's, like, what? So I can't do anything about this one. So it's really important that I'm, like, even though the lectures are recorded and I can tune into the lectures whenever, it's really important that I do it live, because it's only doing it live that I can answer these e-poll thingamabobs and get my class participation mark for that. So, I thought that, quickly get my tires changed at 2:30. I can get to my 3 o'clock online class, like, pretty easy peasy, no problemo. But, wait, is it just Of course it is. Of course it is. Why don't I always think of that sooner? But there were some delays, and there was, like, a big moving truck in the way of, like, getting my car in there. So I only got to get my tires changed, like, way later. And it, So I was worried about, like, running really late for my class. So I figured I could probably still make it back in time. What the hell? What is going on here? So I try, rushing back home to my class with my winter tires, freshly changed. And lo and behold, I get stuck in construction, is the thing. And I can't take the turn that brings me home. And by the time that I'm out of construction and actually able to turn the direction I need to turn, I'm closer to my Oma's place than I am to my own. So I decide to go there instead of home, and just like be like, hey, can I just come here and like, attend my online class for the next little while off of like the Wi-Fi here. So that's what I did, and I want to figure out what the hell's going on here while continuing said story, because I am very, very confused right now. What the hell? What is happening here? Oh! Is there like a golden zone right in the middle? Wait. Maybe? Oh my goodness, there's a golden zone right in the middle. Anyway, so I attend my online class, and, you know, I had just come from, you know, this outing where I got my tires changed and did, like, these errands and whatnot anyway. So I brought those new phones in, and, my Oma's the kind of person that has, like, a really hard time accepting things. Foodonculus in the house? My name makes no sense! What? So I found a boo by accident. Boop. And then this. But yeah, she has a hard time, like, accepting help from others a lot of the time. And I feel like lately, it's been especially so with my Oppa having recently passed. Because I feel like, I don't know for sure, but if I had to guess, it feels very much like she's worried that, her family thinks that she can't be independent or something like that. And is, worrying about her too much, is what I gathered from, like, the things that she's said. So, like, I was showing her these new phones and whatnot, and she was like, oh, my current phone works just fine. The only thing that's wrong with it is it doesn't ring, like, as many times as I would like before I can get there. Which is completely different to what my mom had said, where there was actually, like, a lot of problems with it, apparently. Bonk. Cool. Yoink. My yoink you now. Boopity bop. There we go. So it seemed kind of like it was two different stories that she had told each of us. The moment that it seemed like, you know, something nice was going to be done for her there. So, you know, I had to get my mom to help convince my Oma to get that, to, you know, accept that as a gift. Like, she really kind of struggled with accepting that. She, was asking if returning it was an option, saying, like, you shouldn't have to do that, like, or like, why would you buy that? I have money myself as well. As like, I know you have money. That doesn't mean that I'm not allowed to do nice things for you sometimes. What the hell am I doing here? Like, it's not about a money thing. It's about being able to do nice things for you and, you know, help you out with, stuff that you can use like that, you know? Yoink! I'm taking this, so now we can get to the place. But she kept on telling me, like, she can't accept it. Like, she didn't really feel very comfortable doing that. She, expressed her concerns about, you know, her kids worrying about her too much with the whole stuff going on. And, we were eventually able to convince her to, keep it, talking about how, you know, it's like a safety thing and being able to, you know, reach her reliably and such and such. And, I eventually was like, okay, how about we make a deal? How about we make a deal here? If I have a 24-hour charity event coming up where I'm fundraising for the Children's Hospital as a fun event kind of fundraiser thingamabob that's going on. So I told her, like, here's the deal. Make a donation for this event and we'll call it even. Because she kept on saying that she couldn't, you know, accept these phones and whatnot. So I just said, you know, make a donation for this event and we'll call it even. That's what we'll say. And because she's the kind of person that, very much needs to, feel like, you know, she's on even terms with everybody and has a hard time accepting things. The next time I was over there, she, when it came to the donation for freaking the Children's Hospital Extra Life, what she gave me for that was freaking $150. Which is like, what the heck? That is an absolutely insane donation to be giving for that kind of thing, for this kind of event. Like, that is a very, very large donation. That's in Canadian dollars. So, the 121 that you would see down there, that's how it translates into USD, because the counter there is in United States dollar as opposed to Canadian dollar, even though, this is Canada. So that is the reason why. That is essentially like the story of the reason why why on that little bar there, the top donor says that it's me for 121 is because it was a freaking cash thing that I freaking, turned into digital and gave that away. And that was just how 150 Canadian translate into USD. Is from, so the reason why it says that my name is the top donor is because my Oma has a very, very difficult time accepting things from people and always needing to feel like, like she can depend on, like she doesn't need to depend on others and can be independent and all that whole situation essentially. So it's been a situation. It's been a whole, the past couple months ever since, the past couple months with like helping her get accustomed to life on her own especially, and with like the whole state of the family and stuff going on. It's been a complicated situation, but yeah, so I guess that was one of the recent stories that I could tell. A bit of a more serious story, I guess, but does that. So, what lag? So, can I press this? No? Oh, I can pull it. Okay. So yeah, that's the reason why. That's the reason why it says my name on the top donor. My name could take the top donor outside of that potentially when we start our Dark Souls 3 shenanigans, because I made like a wheel of fun that I made. Where is it? I made this thing. Is what I made to spin sometimes, and one of the potential things for it to land on is donate 20 bucks that can just like stack over and over again in theory. So like it could that's a thing that could technically happen. But yeah, so there's that situation as well. Going, Luigi, I knew you had it in you. You recovered the clock hands and you've captured the ancient poltergeist. Let's get you back here. I don't want that boffin escaping from the poltergeist 5000. Hold on. But yeah, when it comes to the whole donation goal down there, a lot of that was, I donated a decent bit. My Oma was the absolute craziest, and a lot of those donations are actually from a lot of people from my workplace that heard about the event and decided to contribute. But a lot of them don't have, like, Twitch or know about this platform or anything going on there and aren't gonna be there at the 24-hour charity stream to say, this is what I want you to do, like, oven mitts for your challenge, because that's one of the redeemable things. A lot of them redeemed oven mitts for 10 minutes, despite the fact that, it's meant to be redeemed at, like, a time in the stream, or, like, mentioned on the stream, like, hey, now is when I want to use my oven mitts for 10 minutes. Put them on while you're playing that. So, as, like, a middle ground, I came up with a wheel of fun to potentially spin before Dark Souls 3 bosses, and, so they're still getting, like, the value out of their donations, even if they're not at the stream. So, that's the, that's that whole situation, essentially. Where'd my volume go? Okay, it's back, I guess. So yeah, that's that story, essentially. I don't know if there's any other stories I can tell for while we're going through stuff here. Alright, back we go. Back through the thing. I might potentially tell that story again during Dark Souls 3, since that's that'll be the actual dedicated main charity stream as well. So if anybody watching this watches my Dark Souls 3 playthrough as well, you might hear that story twice. Done, my boy, well done. That buffin's telekinetic power was no match for the Poltergeist 5000. Oh, and your tremendous strength and courage, of course. Yeah, give it the suck. In it goes. Heck yeah. New gem collected. I don't care that much about them. Oh yeah, we got the golden thingamabob as well. Yeah, I discovered the boo completely by accident. I was just trying to find the way forward, quite frankly. I discovered a boo by complete accident there. Now, let's see those clock hands. Like, it seemed like equalizing the temperature is what summoned the boo, but it was also the only way I could flash the thing, so like, crimey, that's only the minute hand. Where's our hand? I don't know. I don't know where it is. Just hogging down. Well, one hand is better than no hands, I suppose. But where could the other hand be? Try to come up with a plan to find the missing hour hand. In the meantime, why don't you see if you can find a fresh pair of dungarees? The smell of ghostly goop coming from those ones is making me a little woozy. Well, there's Roundhouse Brawl done. There's that. And got the boo, somehow. Ghosty in the middle. Well, we recovered the minute hand, but the hour hand is still missing. Signals and clockwork's court, so let's start our search there. Okay. Ah, Luigi, just the man I wanted to see. Which is just as well, given that we're stuck together in this bunker and all. Anyway, I tried my darndest, but I wasn't able to locate a missing hour hand. The periscope can only find paranormal objects, so we're out of luck there. However, while I was searching, I found some minor paranormal signals in clockwork's court. Probably just a few greenies, but we have to start our search somewhere. Okay, you ready, Luigi? Prepare to be pixel shifted. Sure. And son, you don't need a cow or fear every time I pixel shift you. It's perfectly safe. You've done this over a dozen times without anything going wrong. Alright, I'm going to push the button now. Don't go cowering in fear this time, you hear? Poor Luigi. Poor guy. He doesn't want to be teleported on over with a weird pixel thingamabob. But yeah, another level to go.